Hi, I'm Susan Rutledge, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to take a photograph and some text and turn it into this beautiful font that you can use in a number of different projects. Let's first move to a blank document and I'll get started. The first thing I'll do is import my photograph, and I want to tell you about the most wonderful website I've found. It's Unsplash.com, and it is filled with thousands of royalty-free photographs from very talented and generous photographers. I don't have any affiliation with them at all, other than I absolutely love this website. So check out Unsplash.com. Well, I'm going to use the place function. I could go up to File and down to Place, but I'm just going to use the keyboard shortcut Shift-Command-P, and that's going to take me over to my desktop where I'll select this photograph by Frank McKenna that I've already downloaded from Unsplash and choose Place. And then I'll drag it out onto my artboard, and I'll get the selection tool, keyboard shortcut V. I'm going to center it here, and then I'm going to get the type tool. It's located on the left toolbar. The keyboard shortcut is T, and I'll click down on the artboard. I've already selected the Barbieri font. It's a bold font, and it's 275 points. I have the placeholder text, but if I just start typing, I'll replace the placeholder text with the word beach. Now I'll get the selection tool, keyboard shortcut V, and I want to center the word beach, and it's a little bigger than my photograph, so I'll select the photograph. I'm going to turn on the bounding box, keyboard shortcut Shift Command B, and I'll just enlarge my photograph just a little bit, and that looks like a better size. But I want to change my font a little bit as well, because I want to get a part of the beach, and I also want these seagulls in the photograph. So I'm going to come over to the Properties panel, and I'll click on this little ellipsis because I want to change the height of my font. So I'm looking for this icon. It's got the text, and it has a little line next to it with arrows both at the top and the bottom. And I'm going to type in 125% and press the return key. And notice how now my letters are just a little bit taller, so I'm going to be able to fit in some of these seagulls and a part of the beach as well. Now, it doesn't matter what color my text is, because once it becomes a mask, it's invisible. What is important is that the text is on top of the photograph. Anytime you're using an object as a mask, it always has to be on top, and in this case, it is. So I'll select both the photograph and the text, and I'm going to come up to Object, down to Clipping Mask, and in the flyout menu, I'll choose Make. The keyboard shortcut is Command 7. And when I click on Make, the mask is made, and we have this beautiful design on our font. Now, if I want to change the location of the photograph, I go back up to Object, down to Clipping Mask, and I'm going to click Edit Contents. Here I'm able to move the photograph around inside these letters, and when I have it the way I want it, I'll just click on the artboard to deselect that. Now, because I'm using a photograph that has light colors, I feel like I need to add a drop shadow so that the letters are more defined. So I'll select the letters, and I'm going to come up to Effect, down to Stylize, and choose Drop Shadow. And I'll keep these settings, multiply and 50%, and all of these offsets and blurs look fine to me. I'll say OK. And then I want to remove the bounding box, keyboard shortcut Shift Command B, and I'll click on the artboard, and you can see our final project. It is as easy as that. Now, if you want to edit your letters, such as adding a stroke around them, you can do that as well. Come over to the Layers panel, and here we have our clip group. I'm going to just twirl this open. The text is on the upper layer. I select it, and then I can come back over to the Properties panel, and I can add a stroke. If I want to change the color, I can do that as well. And whatever you want to do, you can still continue to edit this. And then if you want to just start back over from scratch, come back over to Object, down to Clipping Mask, and choose Release. I'm not going to do that though. And in fact, I want to remove the stroke because I liked it better just the way it was. And here is our finished product. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video and that you've learned something about masking text in Adobe Illustrator. Be sure and subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my future tutorials, and I'll look forward to seeing you again next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye now.